Okay. Our topic was American development, but we will focus just on slavery. Yeah. Focus? Yes. Or, okay, the background. Why Africans? As you know, the Africans were not as developed in weapons and in technology as Europeans and America. So when they came to Africa to slave the people, they couldn't fight longer.
Well, slavery was not new in Africa because they were slaves from the Muslim world. But they were well treated, they had an education, they had food, they lived well. And well, the Chamber trade it has 3 stages. The first stage is the manufactured goods from Europe to Africa, so that the Europeans can get more slaves and expand their territories. The second stage is to all the African slaves taken to America to work in the cotton fields, for example. And then the manufactured goods from America taken to Europe to sell them.
Yeah, well, the colonies in Africa were justified by, so they abolished the slavery in the 19th century and said that the British men and the Portuguese that they wanted to fight against them, the slavery, so they made a colony as so justifying the abolition of the slavery. And it started the slavery at the 16th century and supposedly stopped at the 19th century.
Well, our main question is, does the land of no return and the racial oppression really disappear? And well, the human traffic still happens. They traffic with children. For example, they sold the children in a range for 20 to 70 bucks, and a normal person, a grown-up, between 50 and 300. For the female slaves, they work as prostitutes in the Muslim world, the most of them. And there is also the hereditary slavery. If my father was a slave, I have to be a slave. I cannot be free. Well, then the captives for the civil war, they're also slaves. And the traditional tribe side, they also work as slaves. For example, the punishment is that the kids from that tribe work as slaves for the other tribe, and that the virgin girls work as prostitutes. In the Bible, the slavery is accepted, but by certain conditions, they must well be fairly treated, and in contradiction in the Muslim world, where they are the most African slaves, it's outlawed.
Okay, another example are diamonds. The production of diamonds is a clear example of slavery and internal oppression between Africans. So they oppress other tribes. The wage slavery, so the modern slavery are free one. The wage slavery, the contract slavery, and slavery in the traditional way. The wage slavery is when you have a salary, but you earn so many, you earn so little, not so little, so you don't earn as much as money to buy you things, so really things. So you have to pay your employer all the salary you earn for necessities. You depend on your employer. The contract slavery is when the person is tricked in the contract, so they work as slaves. And slavery in the traditional way are the prostitutes. In the underground is, as Anna said, the prostitutes and the childs who do homeworks and so on. So the visions we have here, for example, is a black person who was a slave. And here can we see all the scars he had. The modern slavery, for example, here the child who is sold in a market, I think in Arabia or India. Here we have for example, here we have a picture of a letter that comes in the ship where the slaves were taken to America. And here says that they already had the smallpox. That is a illness. And here are the Arabian markets. Black people. Oh my god. Yes.
Well, our conclusion is that the slavery still continues. Also, all the governors deny it, but not in an open way, so it's like underground.
Yeah, we have consequences as racism, intolerance to black people in most of the world, and slavery expansion, not in a free or in an open way as Anna said, because the government denied slavery, but we already know that it still continues and it doesn't stop. Our sources, yes, the web and the